Happy birthday, Christine. Good morning to you all. Love, prayers and strength to Ruby, who's now in palliative care and not doing well, guys. We're live. Yeah, I'm getting my stuff. I'm just going to enjoy the little bit of coffee I've still got, Tobias. I know you've missed out. I won't rub it in. I'm not that cruel.
This helps.
Give it to Joe for me, brother.
I was going to say to Joe too for coffee and
Mate, give it all to Joe. Thank you so very much. Give it to Joe, my friend. Appreciate it. I'm sorry things aren't fucking going well down there, mate.
It's just the people that I work with, they've got no idea.
And even that newspaper didn't help?
Of what's going on. I'm the conspiracy theorist down there.
Right. Did you see the newspaper?
No. Don't read them.
Have a look at it.
Well, things are looking good.
It's still just soft disclosures. That was just about the cover up of lab leak. But it's a start. It's a start. We're going to start somewhere.
They're criminals and they need to be held accountable. Every last one of them.
Sorry, Diggs, I'm coming. Huh? Yeah, isn't she standing up and saying good things? Yeah. Yeah. What's their party called again? Loyalist Party, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, no, she's... And, yeah. Being an ex-journalist, she's very smart and says the right things. The Maoris are doing great things over there as well. Yeah. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. How's all the digs at home today? Thank you for joining us. It's another lovely day down here in Canberra. Look who's back. He escaped from his work for a few days, and his first stop's here as always. And just a reminder, it is Christine's birthday, so happy birthday to Christine. She must be, I don't know, 29, 30 today? Yeah, it's Christine's birthday today. So I got a message, I sent her a message this morning. She spent a nice weekend with Joel and his daughter at the skate park. I don't know, something around there. She's young at heart, just like the rest of us. You don't stop playing because you get old because you stop playing. That's right, we still play. People say, oh, your whole outlook on life's negative because everything's bad. You concentrate on all the bad things going on in the world. But no, we're concentrating on the good things in life. We know what life can be. We've seen the love and light out there. We're just waiting for the rest of the world to catch up with us. Yeah, we can't just look at all the sorrow. Even though, like days today when I'm thinking about Ruby, we all have a path that we must travel. All we can do is our best as we travel. As Ruby has, she's strong. And she's made us all very proud. We shouldn't even be using her fake name. We should be actually using her real name. But we'll talk more about that over the day, I suppose. No, we would never pick that up now.
Just
Yeah, sorry I'm running late, guys. I was finishing my coffee even though his wife missed his this morning. But we're catching up to them. We're a nice crowd here today. Oh, I haven't filled you in on Paul's court yesterday. It was a very strange day in the Supreme Court. Because we were going in for a mention, I would have expected to see a registrar with it, but we had the Chief Justice McCallum. And even before Paul's case came up, she dealt things very differently. She was just doing the job of a registrar, organising dates and trials and things. But then a young bloke who was obviously incarcerated from AMC, he came back, they brought him into court to face his charges of aggravated assault. She didn't even read the charges out. She got her, I guess was clerk of the court, to read the charges to him. So by the time Paul came up, that was all by Zoom. His barrister and legal counsel were there, so was he, and they have put his case, booked it for 2 weeks, for June 24th next year. He has got 1 day in court for one more mention next month on the 17th. But yeah, so they're still going to keep playing these games. I didn't get the charge numbers. I'm still sure there's about 7 charges online, and he still hasn't reached his goal money to pay his barrister yet. And I guess I'll get Phil or someone to fill you in on more details afterwards. I'll get you set up somewhere, I guess to the side again today, because as we know, the volume doesn't work too well from behind. Even though it's a good look, you can see the house, you can see everyone. It's better on the side so you can actually hear what's going on. Please move forward. Remove headdress. Stand fast! They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch till the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Good morning, Governor General! David Hurley! As the Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, 1995 to 1997. The Wood Royal Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, an ex-prime minister, television personalities, radio personalities, sports stars, and others. Frighteningly enough, that our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, the then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. As the Senator stated, it's not so much a secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people, such as the 28 alleged pedophiles on the police report, keep each other's dirty secrets. There shouldn't be any. What happened to government transparency and honesty? Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting. Another group of words that need bugger all. The then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. Further in his repeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. And the rest? What about the people making these decisions? Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, given the Australian taxpayers paid out roughly $64 million on the case? We don't care about the money anymore. We just want the results. 27 pain-filled years later, we have stood each week since August 30, 2021 at Government House in Queensland and daily since the 7th of February 2022 here at Yarralumla in the nation's capital, speaking to you directly, Governor General. Are you listening? We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. Why is there an industry of child trafficking and pedophilia? It will never be accepted in our communities, and no matter how much you try in our schools, it will never be normalized. It's wrong. It's satanic. We the people also require the individual honoured with the position of Governor General to uphold the requirements of the office of Governor General, and inquire why you, Mr. Hurley, have not stepped in with the obvious police overreach, inhibiting the people from peacefully protesting, which is a protected right of all great Australians. Something I'm proud to be. Sixth generation mother, grandmother. I'm proud of being that. What are you, Hurley? It's up to the men, women and children of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police, judiciary system and parliament. We have none. Time for a shake-up. You're sincerely concerned men, women and children of this great country of Australia.
David Hurley, the sound of your silence is deafening. When the states broke the law that you signed off on with the pandemic, your silence was deafening. When the current federal government swore an illegal oath in front of you, your silence was deafening. When people ask questions about funds that you receive from the public purse and the impropriety possibly with those funds, your silence was deafening. But there is one thing that your silence is unacceptable on, and that is this question. David Hurley, are you a child rapist and a child trafficker? I ask this question because a young man stood in front of your gate Anzac Day last year and accused you of raping him and trafficking him when he was a child. And your silence in this matter is unacceptable. You need to use the voice that you have to speak and answer to this question. Until I hear your voice with an answer to the question, I'm going to keep asking it every day. Because it's unacceptable, your silence on this matter. Winds of change. So, this is a bit off the cuff. Travelling down here the other day, had a bit of time, I was researching something else, and I come across something very interesting, and I was just had another bit of a revelation maybe involving this. So, we all know about Brexit. was UK supposedly exiting the European Union. It was an interesting name, Brexit. So I found an article, which I don't think they realised how valuable the article was, and I think it was probably just another bit of subterfuge and a way of getting words out there without actually getting words out there, because they love telling us what they're doing. They get extra points. So the article goes, anybody taking a Great Britain car into Europe will no longer be able to display the number plates with the letters GB. Now, if anybody knows what the Great Britain European symbol is, it's actually the letters GB with a blue background and a ring of yellow stars around it. We all know what that stands for. They will have to change their number plate. They'll either have to surrender the GB number plate, which they are actually going to phase out altogether. They've already phased them out. So from now on, people will be getting number plates with UK written on it instead of GB. So effectively, Great Britain has gone or been dissolved, and now UK, United Kingdom, is becoming the thing. So I'll read the article a little bit more. This change is rumoured to be a sign of solidarity with Northern Ireland. That's interesting. I thought Northern Ireland was part of Great Britain. But if there is no Great Britain, there's Northern Ireland now, because it's not actually landlocked to Great Britain. In the face of the post-Brexit trade tensions. Now, the Great Britain sticker, which is GB, blue background, yellow stars, has been used for, wait for it, 111 years. That's an interesting number. Why did they choose to change it into 111? Sorry. But while technically valid in Northern Ireland cars still, so that's saying that Great Britain, Northern Ireland is actually Great Britain when you read between the lines, will remain Great Britain. That country is not part of the geographical island of Great Britain. But in the face of issues, the UK government has written to the United Nations to effect a change, stating that that Great Britain is changing the distinguishing sign that it has previously displayed for 111 years in international traffic on vehicles registered in the United Kingdom. So Great Britain is changing the symbol that the vehicles are registered in the United Kingdom from GB to UK. The switch from GB to UK comes just months after new GB number plates with a Union flag were issued to replace the Euro plate. So they only just did a whole lot of work to change from Euro plates to GB plates in Great Britain itself. The switch to UK, I'm reading this straight up, so it's some of it might not make sense. While being exclusive to Northern Ireland, hang on a minute. The switch to UK, while being exclusive to Northern Ireland, means that drivers with Great Britain plates, not drivers from Great Britain, drivers with Great Britain plates, will have to either surrender their plates, change their plates with new plates, or affix a UK sticker over the Great Britain symbol from September. Unlike the soon-to-be invalid Great Britain plates, you're probably asking why I'm reading this bullshit about the UK and Great Britain here. Well, this guy here, remember, is a representative of the royalty from Great Britain. Right? Unlike the soon-to-be invalid plates from Great Britain, which are heralded by the Transport Secretary Grant Snaps in January, the switch to UK signifiers on all Great Britain number plates, UK number plates, was not formally announced by the government at all. but instead was spotted as a footnote by the AA Association, which says now that 50,000 items they have in stock will no longer be valid because they have Great Britain on them instead of UK. So the government didn't even tell everybody. They just started changing the number plates and made it a law that when you got to the border, obviously the UK, they would have just given you a sticker and said, oh, you got to put that over top of the GB sticker. People would have gone, okay. Not why. So it's funny, that's the end of the article. Yeah, so then while I was standing here, I was thinking to myself, why are they trying to get rid of the Governor General, David Hurley, Governor General David Hurley, and replace him with the treasonous young lady who was charged with treason but never actually prosecuted for it, who attempted to remove the punishment of hanging for treason. I wonder why she did that. Dangle, dangle. Who made that saying up? It's a bad saying. Dangle, dangle. Well, and then I was standing here and I was talking to Brett about it, and then I had a bit of a revelation. Brett said, oh, well, you know, they want to remove the monarchy out of the whole thing. And then I went, fuck, that ties in exactly with that article I found where Great Britain, the GB Great Britain symbol has been removed and replaced with the UK. And I think you'll find that when this treasonous young lady comes along, she will be named the Governor General, but there will be a whole lot of shit changed where she actually doesn't tie to the monarchy at all. Because it sounds as though the monarchy is gone. The Great Britain, the nation of Great Britain has disappeared and became the United Kingdom. Now, you know, technically they probably both existed at the same time, and one was the other one, the other was the one. Was it? Well, what is who now? So over there, the monarchy change-ship is apparently going on over there too, in my opinion. And I'm only reading between the lines. Well, not really, because it's actually written. But it sounds as though the UK, Great Britain nation has ceased to exist and is now the United Kingdom. Not so united. And therefore, you probably find Great Britain was the words Great Britain would have been something to do with the monarchy. And the United Kingdom was just a group of nations which were under the umbrella of Great Britain, which is, from what I can reading between the lines, which is not actually publicly disclosed, but as done as a footnote, has been dropped, and the United Kingdom. So all these people that are busy trying to get under the Queen's bench, etc., 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 might want to actually look into that a bit more, because there might not be a Queen's bench in Great Britain anymore. Sorry, UK. Yeah, so it looks to me as though they removed the monarchy altogether from the whole hierarchy of Great Britain. Well, they actually removed Great Britain. Well, it has to be Queen's assent, but nothing's had Queen's assent for years. Yeah. There's no valid laws. No valid laws. It'd be interesting to know if the Commonwealth has to be governed by the Crown, or if the Commonwealth still exists even though the Crown's gone. The Queen of Australia, yeah, you're right. Right, that's my off-the-cuff spiel from the revelation I just had, an epiphany. That's my triple word score for the day. I'm going to read this because this really actually, I have problems with this. I do have problems with this. The National Redress Scheme. I mean, it's got a weird name already, right? Why call it that? Why not just call the scheme where we pay off people that have been abused by other people so that they don't talk about it? The name's a bit longer, but we'll put Make an acronym for it. They like acronyms. The National Redress Scheme was created in response to recommendations by the Royal Commission into the institutional response to child sex abuse. So, but Senator Bill Heffernan talked about this a lot, so it's actually always valid. The Royal Commission into Institutional Response to Child Sex Abuse listened to thousands of people about the abuse they experienced as children. Thousands. Not hundreds, thousands. The abuse happened in orphanages, children's homes, schools, still happening in schools, churches, and other religious organisations, sports clubs, hostels, foster care, and other institutions. About 4 months ago, I was on the lawn, and there was a lady there. I can't remember exactly what they were protesting. They had all these balloons out, and it was representing people. And I was talking to her about sexual abuse and etc. And Bill Heffernan, because I was interested in her protest, which I've been. Oh, it was suicide. That's right. It was young adult suicide. That's what it was. And it was interesting because they just started spontaneously popping by themselves while they were just sitting on the lawn laid out. It was very symbolic. And she said to me, "Oh, look, I was a ward of the estate because my mum was too young, and I was moved from foster care home to foster care home." And she said it wasn't until I was in my late teens that I realised sexual abuse wasn't normal. She went from household to household she said she was a bit of a troubled young lady. Can't understand why. She went from household to household in this scheme, this foster care scheme, and she was literally abused in every single foster care home she went to at every age until her late teens. She didn't realise that wasn't actually normal. That wasn't what was supposed to happen. Can you grasp that? This young lady, from birth, just thought it was normal to be sexually abused by every single household she went to. She didn't think that was the problem. She had a problem with foster care, obviously, but she didn't realise that being sexually abused was actually a problem. She thought it was normal. That, in itself, is a very, very big problem for society. If someone can't even realise that they've been abused every single household she went to. And she was under the care of our community, our society, all the people that are around her. No one figured out or mentioned or just happened to say, that's not normal. That's not okay. What the fuck is wrong with this community where someone can do this to people, to one lady, her entire life into her late teens without it being flagged as an issue? The Australian society, community has a problem. Why? Because we're not allowed to talk about sexual abuse of anybody, adult or children. We are told, don't talk about that. I've seen things in schools, posters in schools. Don't accuse someone of being a pedophile. They might get offended. Fuck that. If someone accuses me of a pedophile, I'm going to stand up and prove that I'm not. And I have no problem with that person if they don't understand what they're saying or they're just joking around. Okay, that's not cool, but at least they are willing and able to talk about it. And I will stand there and prove that I'm not. Because if the community talks about it all the time and it's okay to talk about it, these people will have nowhere to hide. So what do we do as a government body? We create a scheme where people ring up and we check on them and then we give them a handful of money. That's not solving the fucking issue. If we've got a scheme to pay people off for getting abused, we have a fucking problem. It's a fucking big problem. You go on the National Redress Scheme website. It is there, National Redress Scheme. National Redress, sorry, that's all it says. And start scrolling through state by state. You get on New South Wales and you scroll and you scroll, and these are all institutions which are proven to have sexual abuse against them. And you scroll and you scroll, and 10 minutes later you realise you're only down to B or C. And it continues to go and go, and you're talking about tens of thousands of institutions that have been proven to have sexual abuse in them. And maybe not one child in that, each individual one, several. We have a bloody problem in this country. When a young lady from birth until late teens doesn't realise sexual abuse is not a thing, when she's gone from home to home, not one of those homes, obviously not one of them didn't abuse her. Otherwise she would have realised it wasn't normal. It took to her late teens, the one house she went into then, where it didn't happen, and she talked about it. And the people that were running that particular house were fucking flabbergasted. Why wouldn't you be? Her late teens before she found a house where someone didn't abuse her. Governor General, stand the fuck up and save this country or step down. Right, I've had my bit. G'day, Torrance! I'm back! My name's Al, and I've lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. All of them. And I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public, unredacted, immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation, you tyrant. We will be here every day until you do as instructed. But here's just another message from God. God's children are not for sale. You parasites, leave our kids alone.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never won a match. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps, 2 keys at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, back home, break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They turn my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No deeds, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna cut you loose, knock knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makadar, bring on the storm. Library to empty, thought we were gone. Regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We won't cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots, sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return of the sovereign, but they never left, and they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. The oldest civilization. Listen, how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way this war is fought. Alawari for the law and in June income war accords. Gotta cut out the cancer. Yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders. They got the law, we got the numbers. That is the answer. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps. Don't know the camps. Who keeps at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raid at the camps. Don't know the camps. Who kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. Hey, you fuckers!
This is a poem from my best friend. She wrote this when she was 15. I'd like to share it, especially for the men. Dear beautiful men who've been suppressed by a contained society, a construct that says you cannot ablaze, living in the pain of invalidation. This one is for you. Written by Kim Heyman. One man screams in a corner, his eyes blaze like fire. But who cares? Hardening his soul, he conforms to society. He turns and tries to run, but the bullets of depression knock him down. He has no fire in his eyes anymore. He is just a hill of burning sand. Cruel gusts of wind come to blow the grains away. Always flying, never stable, can't fit in. The world has made him angry, a rage trapped in defeat. Where can he hide? Where can he shine? Where can he run when his sands of time are so scattered? This harsh world, one man screams in a corner, but who cares? I care. I see you. I hear you. And I love you. And I believe in your fire. And I believe in your courage. Thank you. It's for all the gentlemen.
Well, that's actually very appropriate, because I was just standing down there and I was thinking to myself, no, I just got that wrong, what I said before. Fuck you, Governor General. All you weak, shitty men, stand the fuck up and save this country. All you cowards or suppressed. You're not suppressed, you choose to be suppressed. Stand up. There's plenty of you. Governor General. No, I won't say those words. You know what I mean. Australian men, become a man again. Make Australia great again. Make Australians great again.
fire will get better over time. Before we go, because Phil wants to go and do some talking in the lawn, we're going to talk about Ruby for one, and also organising a day we all want to get together to watch the Sound of Freedom. Don't forget, guys, Australia-wide, check the cinemas. Sound of Freedom is coming out, 24th plus. Have a look around your local.
Maybe only 4 days.
Maybe only 4 days in this town as well, so just keep your eye out. We need to get as many people watching this movie as possible. Just to try and spread the word to understand what the fuck we're seeing for every day. This might, I don't care about all the bullshit going on, it's controlled, it's this, it's that, they're Masons. This is a way to show the world what the fuck is really going on. Stop with all the indecisive bullshit with the infighting and crap. We all need to be united in this fucking fight to save our children. And
Plenty of pirated links out there, guys. You don't have to wait. You can watch it now. Spread it around.
get them to go and watch the real movie though. Pay for it. Make sure people see it. We need our friends and family to see it, to see why we stand.
Stand the fuck up.
We just can sing another song. It starts. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christy. Happy birthday to you. Hooray!
Bless you, Chrissy. Have a great
Thank
one.
you, Mikhail.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday, Christine. Hope you have a great day with Archie and the rest of your grandkids and family.
I'm a 60-year-old man. I watch the Sound of Freedom. Because my eyes are
Worse than that movie, though.
don't let me come out.
I know.
It's just showing me that what's over the horizon.
Nice self-disclosure, trying to get people the idea. And Tracy McCarthy, aka Ruby. Thank you for everything you've done for us. I hope you go comfortably pain-free with loved ones around. I'll share on the links the phone number of the palliative care hospital she's in, emails and stuff sent in. I'm not going to possums today, Diggs. We've got lots to do. I've got cars to fix. We're going to go and spread some words on the lawn today. You want to take the Diggs on a bike tour again, Vaughan? They love it. They love a ride in the bush. that face. He wants to take us for a ride, Jig. That'd be perfect. Yeah, heaps big enough. I think it needs to be a bit bigger than the socket, but positioning, trying to get the position right is the hard bit. Yeah, no, that'll solve the issue. I can always go there anyway. Line this up the road. They've set ramps up just for you there, Vaughan. You can do a big jump for us over the truck. That's the life. Roll in the grass. I see Toby's in a hurry to get back to the car for his coffee this morning. Exactly.
Never
Fucking
give in to
good
fear,
point.
don't spread fear, and don't talk about fear. Just stand the fuck up. Sorry.
No, it's alright. It's just a
They
bit
don't
bright.
need to see me, they just need to hear it.
Yeah. Can you just read that?
Yeah, just look at that.
Brett does his impermanent marker. That way it doesn't come off.
Yeah, but you know, I'm hanging out with some people now, and but yeah, what you know, is that yeah, really, really cool.
We're going to the lawn. We're going to the lawn. Yep. Phil's got a few things he wants to say to some people on the lawn. So we won't be hanging out too long in the car park. We're going to go to the lawn. Get the speaker out. Say a few things. We haven't got Phil in town long, so he's got a lot of stuff he wants to say and do before he goes. And then we've got a car to fix on the lawn after that. Oh, see you, Vicky. Morning, Greg. Morning, Helen. Daniel Lawson. How are you all? Okay. Good luck, Hans and Vicky, with your court stuff. We've all got stuff to do, and we haven't done any of it. Hopefully Toby's done a lot of research. Hopefully Toby fixes the world with his court case before I have to go to court. Look at that face. Yeah, he's going to save us all. But yeah, so I'll check with Phil, see if he wants to keep the live stream going and take this to Parliament, or whether we just go and do our own thing and we catch up with you all tomorrow.
I gave a quick update on this.
also, if there's something badly said, we can remove one, not the other. You got your thoughts on a thumbnail? Sorry? All right. Letting you. All right, Diggs. I'm gonna shut you down anyway. We're gonna start another live stream on the hill, so that way, if something bad said, we don't lose any streams. But thanks for joining us all again. Please. Oh, actually, before you go, I will put a phone number up there. No. So this, I'm going to put a link up in the chat, and I'll put it on the, I'll actually, when the stream stops, I'll put it in the proper comments as well. So it'll be Ruby's, where Ruby is in her palliative care.
Why do you want to put that number around there?
So people can sorry? It's not her number. This is the number for the hospital, or the address for the hospital, so you can send flowers or any well wishes to her. It's too much. I can't text that much. Hang on. All right, Diggs. I'll turn the stream off in just a second. I'm just gonna get stuff organised. But thanks for joining us. Comment I just put up. Got a roll of smoke, get organised, and we'll head in there. Thanks for speaking today, Lily.
Oh, you're welcome. I think it was relevant.
Very much so.
The times that we're in.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Thank you. Yeah, this is quite hard for me, isn't it? Yeah, very difficult. Yeah, especially like people in school now, they're pretty much involved how bad they are, especially white men. Yeah.
Gay people can't even go to the shop and buy clothing because the clothing's too gay for the gay people now. I'm serious.
Well, unfortunately, my own they decided as a choice to do that because and they were put it so badly by the boys that the first these boys will set me up. And they don't have to. They throw that outside. Stop right.
right?
Yes. Being a woman is very different. When my daughter was watching, well, this is what I love. I watched that, and my oldest was like, "Oh, you're gonna watch that garbage?" And I said, "Well, I watched it." And I said, "I don't understand what all the hoo-ha was about, really. I mean, what is a woman? But all these trans women can't tell you what a woman is, but they want to be a trans woman, but they can't tell you what they use the word woman. No, it's not women or stuff, right? No. Yeah. Well, what is that? That means you don't have a dick, mate. Woman doesn't have a dick. Yeah. Man does. And that's such a controversial. Yeah. It's like, when the kids are born into the world, they're trying to give them birth certificates like they can identify as. They can't fucking identify as.
All right, Diggs. Sorry, I'm going to shut you down now. We're going to pack up and get on our way. As I said, we'll start you again very shortly. Love to you all. Love and big hugs to everyone. And as always, Ruby, we love you. We're trying to send our strength to you. You're in our prayers every day. We'll see you soon, Diggs. Love you all.